Arsenal 3, West Ham 1. What a thriller that has been at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal went ahead to beat West Ham by 3-1 with Arsene Wenger returning to the Emirates 4 years ever since he left the club of Arsenal. Obviously, they've gone ahead to register the required success that Arsene Wenger really would have loved to watch. And obviously, they reacted very well and they won the game of football. And that is Arsenal for you. Saka, Martinelli and Nketiah all on target. Nketiah reducing on the pressure that has been amounted to him all time, that he's not really worth to be a replacement or a person to come in and really do the good job when Gabriel Jesus is away. But obviously today he has silenced all the haters that I'm really the ideal man to come in through and really get this job done as you want it. Rokan David is my name. This is Rokani Media Football. Match reaction: Arsenal 3, West Ham 1. Now, Bukayo Saka leveled the game in the 53rd minute after Sahid Benrahma scored a penalty in the 27th minute. Then Gabriel Martinelli in the 58th minute went ahead to really score and give Arsenal the lead. Then later, Nketiah came in through and really gave them the lead. Gave them a 2-goal lead in the 69th minute. But what you should know about this game of football is the intervals in which Arsenal scored these goals. 53rd minute, that's when Arsenal scored their first goal. 5 minutes later, Arsenal made it 2-1. Then 11 minutes later, Arsenal made it 3-1. It shows you that they understood the assignment, they knew the journey ahead of them, and the task was really brought to a halt in a very unbelievable way. Because when you look at how Arsenal played in the first half, no one thought that Arsenal was going to come in through and really get this game back, because their intensity was down. They are like playing in the first gear. They looked like they are not making quick passes. Everything was not okay for Arsenal. They couldn't penetrate through the final third of West Ham. West Ham were really compact in defense, as I told you. They are going to come in and play a low block, and they played a low block. And Arsenal played a high line. They had very many bodies committed in the final third, but they couldn't find openings until when Odegaard really went in for his magical passes for Saka, then for a player called Nketiah. But obviously, congratulations to Arsenal to see to it that they are now 8 points ahead of Manchester City. 8 points ahead of Manchester City. Remember, Manchester City is playing on Wednesday, and that means they are going to come to play this game of football when they are really having a lot of pressure onto them. And obviously, today has been one of those days that has walked down in history, because Nketiah, for all of the 10 games, the last 10 games he has started at Emirates, he has scored a goal. And even today, in the 11th game Nketiah has started at the Emirates in the Premier League, he has gone ahead to score a goal. So every time he starts at the Emirates, leave alone these other games he comes off the bench. I'm talking about every time Nketiah comes off, every time Nketiah starts, he really makes an opening and finds a goal to his name at the Emirates. And obviously, that's what he has gone ahead to do today, extending his record to 11 starts at the Emirates consecutively, and obviously 11 goals. What a way for Nketiah to silence all the people that never believed in him. Yesterday, I brought you a tweet of Mikel Arteta talking to the Independent about how much faithful he is, or he holds, for a man known as Nketiah. Nketiah is a man who proved himself right at Arsenal and proved Arteta wrong last season, and he even saw Mikel Arteta apologize in front of the camera that he was really unfair for him for not giving him enough playing time. And that's the reason as to why this man came in through and really renewed his contract after scoring 7 goals in the last 10 games of Arsenal. Remember very well. Most remarkable was the brace he scored against Chelsea. Obviously, that is Nketiah for you. So he has made his start in there for you at a club known as Arsenal and scored a goal. And I think most of the publications are going to talk about him today. Reason being, Gabriel Jesus, the main man, has been away. He's away for 3 months. And on his return, he has gone ahead to score immediately. Remember, even in the 3 games they played, the friendlies, I think against Lyon, he scored. He scored against, did he score against AC Milan? It was Odegaard and something. He never scored against AC Milan, and he never scored against Juventus. But obviously, he has gone ahead to show the most important aspect of him in this game of football. That announcement builds a lot of confidence in this guy. But let's get into how this game of football started off in the minutes as it really went down in history. In the 26th minute, a penalty was awarded to a team known as West Ham after Saliba went on and fouled Bowen Dowen. People will say that it was a slight foul, but let me tell you guys, there is no slight tackle. There is no minimum touch in the game of football, provided someone is in the 18 yards box area, because he has all the right to go on and do the needful and really score if at all you don't tamper with him. So if at all they never tampered with him, he would have gone ahead to score that goal, because Saliba looked like was the last man. But this slide that he really put in through put Bowen down, and Bowen really got a penalty for West Ham. And West Ham never really did a mistake. He's known as Said Benrahma went ahead and scored that penalty when he sent the goalkeeper of Arsenal the wrong way, that is Aaron Ramsdale. You see, that's how the penalty was taken. And no mistake by Benrahma. Ramsdale drives to the left, and the West Ham man fires this penalty straight down the middle, and it's against the run of the play, but West Ham won't care. Saliba's error punished, and Arsenal must now come from behind. And obviously, that was the story of the game in the first half. Nothing much to talk about in the first half, because West Ham, after getting that penalty, they went back to what they know better when they are playing big teams. They sat back and made it hard for Arsenal to score. Now, but before this penalty came into existence, Bukayo Saka came in through and really scored a goal in the 4th minute, but he was really offside to see to it that that goal was really cancelled, because it was really going to be 1 Arsenal and West Ham 0, but obviously this goal was ruled out by VAR. Then later, Arsenal tried to an extent that they got a penalty, because Odegaard went in for an effort that saw, was it Gerard Bowen in his hand? Did it hit Gerard Bowen in his hand and head? Then the referee had to go to the VAR, and Michael Oliver said no penalty, because he had given it and pointed at the spot, but the but the VAR gave no goal. You see, that is the decision that was taken. Crosswell survives, and decision, no penalty. And that was at the end of the first half, and things never went the right way. Arsenal really wanted them to be. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the subscription button for smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time you upload a video onto this channel. I see most of you are here. Jeremiah Nyengo, Tibajuka Robert, Kaima Mike, Musingo Jafali, Kaima Mike, and I'm going to come in through and really read your comments, but keep them coming through as we really get you into the know of how this game of football really went down. Then Bukayo Saka came in through and leveled the game in the 53rd minute. After that Odegaard pass, that pass was really great, and Odegaard is not going to be given his flowers today by people who don't know the game of football. But if at all you believe in creativity, the game of football, then Odegaard deserves to be given his flowers. He deserves his flowers today, and I believe he should take them home, because he has worked a lot for this game. This win is really almost Odegaard oriented, because he puts in 2 assists, and obviously he comes up with the secondary assist for the goal of Martinelli, and it shows you how great this man is, because there was a hefty stroke of good fortune about the goal, as Odegaard wayward long range shot falls perfectly at the feet of Saka, who controls it and strokes a cool finish into the corner. And the way Bukayo Saka composed himself to finish this game, to finish that well given to him effort by Odegaard was really impressive, because he took all his time and buried the ball into the lower bottom corner. And guess what? It was like a penalty, because he sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. He faked him, and the goalkeeper really took a different side. Then he really laid it into the lower bottom corner and made it 1-1 for Arsenal in the 53rd minute. Then, I think, is it 4 minutes later? The man himself 5 minutes later, Gabriel Martinelli, see his brilliancy, see how he took that ball into the back of the net. That is Gabriel Martinelli, and he is showing them that this is why you are supposed to give me that contract of £200,000 a week. That is Martinelli for you. And obviously, he turned it around. After Saka leveling it up, then he put Arsenal ahead. After Saka found Martinelli on the left and he went for the near post, and obviously the goalkeeper couldn't go in to save the day, and obviously Martinelli went in for a celebration that was really so much important into the game of Arsenal. Martinelli has really gone ahead to score a goal that was really important for this game of football because it really gave Arsenal a relief. Pressure was mounting because Arsenal had leveled the game, but you never know, anything could have happened. But how do you put West Ham back to their shell? Getting a goal that gets you into the lead, and that's what Martinelli got Arsenal, and Arsenal were in the comfortable lead. Then in the next minute of the game, Martinelli Nketiah, the man, he went ahead to do a very huge spin past the defender of, is it Kahela? I think it was Kahela, that Germany player they sent from PSG. He really made a very beautiful spin from him. It was like 180 turn with the ball that Odegaard really gave him, and he really finished that goal with precision. A lot of composure in it, and he really made it 3-1 in the 69th minute. So that was how everything went down when Arsenal was really penalizing and punishing a team known as West Ham. As I predicted, if at all you watched my preview, I predicted 3-1, and obviously that exactly has happened because I knew Arsenal don't keep clean sheets at home. That is known. They've only kept one clean sheet in all the games they've played at home. In the game of Nottingham, that's when they equipped a clean sheet. But in the game of Leicester, Arsenal conceded 2. In the game of Fulham, Arsenal conceded 1. In the game of Aston Villa, Arsenal conceded 1. Game of Spurs, Arsenal conceded 1. Liverpool, Arsenal conceded 2. And the game of Nottingham, they scored 5 and they conceded 0. And today they've gone ahead to really concede a goal. And I know that they concede very many goals. But when they're playing away, Arsenal have kept very many clean sheets away. And I believe they kept close to 6 clean sheets away. 1 against Bournemouth, Brentford, Crystal Palace. They kept a clean sheet against Leeds. They kept a clean sheet against Wolverhampton Wanderers. There's another clean sheet they kept. So those are the clean sheets they've gone ahead to keep. And this one is another clean sheet. Would have been another clean sheet, but I never gave it to them because I know that Arsenal always concede goals. That's what I know about them. At home, they concede goals, but when they're playing away, they don't concede goals. But let's talk about the goal scorer. That is Gabriel Martinelli. He is really in a very, very, very good position now. I believe confidence is building and he's going to go ahead and really score very many goals for Arsenal because this is what you need in your first match when Gabriel Jesus is away and injured, to go on and score, to find the ball at the back of the net. In the first half, he was really desperate. He got a ball and he had a one-on-one situation. Instead of really passing that ball to a well-placed Bukayo Saka to go on and really finish that game of football or even get a return pass from him, he really tried to go in for a curling effort and the defender really blocked it. You saw that a lot of pressure was on him and he was really isolated by the defenders of West Ham because those runs that he makes were not opening enough the defense of a team called West Ham. But obviously, with that Odegaard pass, obviously he had to go on and really show us that he's a more improved number 9. He is showing us his potential, and I believe Arsenal are on the right track. Even if they bring in João Felix, it is going to be something great for them because competition is going to increase, and competition means you are going to be getting results. With Martinelli Nketiah firing in goals, I believe by the time they sign in a striker or by the time Jesus returns, I think he would have made a very huge statement. If at all he scores like 10 goals, and goes past Gabriel Jesus, who really played very many games and has only scored 5 goals in the Premier League, that means he is really going to put himself into a situation that I have to start certain games because when Jesus was away, I came in here and really put my body on the line and scored goals for you. So that is what the man has to go on. Guys, smash the like button. We are having 180 people watching in and only 23 likes. So continue smashing the like button so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily, and subscribe, guys. But Statement Dave, as you know, as as usual, he has gone ahead to let us know about the two goal scorers of Arsenal. And first and foremost, he has told us something about Bukayo Saka. Now, he has told us that Bukayo Saka has scored against West Ham United for the first time. Crystal Palace and Fulham are now the only London-based Premier League teams he hasn't scored against. That is Bukayo Saka. This man, we should also come ahead and really talk about Bukayo Saka. From the World Cup, firing in 3 goals, securing a penalty for England against France, returns and obviously hits the ground running from where he stopped last season. Remember, not last season, when we broke off to the World Cup, to the World Cup, he had scored 5 goals. I think he had scored 4 goals in the Premier League. Now he has how many goals? He has 5 goals in the Premier League, obviously showing you that I'm the most important player at Arsenal according to the stats, but I believe Odegaard is far much better than that. But he has gone ahead to score against another London team, meaning that only Crystal Palace and Fulham are now the only London-based team that they don't scored against, and I believe he's going to go on and really score against them. Then let's go about a joint start between him and Gabriel Martinelli. They are telling us that is Statman Dave, that Bukayo Saka 11 and Gabriel Martinelli 8 have combined 19 goals and assists in 15 Premier League games this season. They are both 21 years of age. Outstanding for Arsenal. Now, when you look at Bukayo Saka, that means he has 6 assists in the Premier League and 5 goals. Gabriel Martinelli has 6 goals. Is it 6, 7? I think he has 6 or 7. 6 Premier League goals and 1 or 2 assists. So that shows you that they have a combined 19 goal involvement. That is really good. That involvement is really great for Arsenal because these players are knowing themselves like a glove, and every time they are known in the team, you feel their virtue, as you are feeling the virtue of Gabriel Jesus. However much Nketiah has gone ahead to score, but you believe that Jesus would have done much better and caused loads of penetrations into the final third of West Ham. But obviously it's beautiful to see to see Saka and Martinelli going ahead to go on and score these goals, because they are demanding for new contracts. And if at all you are demanding new contracts, what should you go in for? You should go in and put in performances that are really out of this world. But let's talk about the manager Mikel Arteta coming in through and playing against his former manager at Everton, a manager that has been here, that failed at a very huge stage at Manchester United. Mikel Arteta came in through and started his job at Arsenal, his first senior job, and obviously he's doing things that David Moyes failed to do at Manchester United. What does that mean? Mikel Arteta is special. He has gone ahead to school his teacher. A student has schooled his teacher today, and those are rare occasions in the game of football because teachers always remain teachers, and we are waiting for that moment when he schools Pep Guardiola, his former teacher at Man City, because last season in the game that ended 2-1 at the Emirates, Arsenal had really schooled them, but obviously the red card of Gabriel Magalhaes costed Arsenal. But this time round, Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to school his former manager at Everton, though Mikel Arteta came out and really commended him for having taught him lots of things, how to handle that dressing room, and obviously that pragmatic style of play of football that Everton was playing game in, game out, season in, season out. But surprisingly, Mikel Arteta is not a student to that. Having come in from the La Masia Academy, Mikel Arteta is a student of tiki-taka football, total football. He doesn't believe in parking the bus and really playing on the break as he started off at Arsenal, because he was really trying to gather up results and find a team. But after finding his team, he's really a manager that doesn't welcome pragmatic style of play. He is a manager that has all gone in through to do the needful and really let his team play the way he wants. And obviously, if at all you've watched Everton play and West Ham, that's the David Moyes style of play. And Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to defy from a manager he played for very many years and captained the Everton team before Arsenal really bought him to take him to Everton, I think was it 2011, 2012, to a style that he believes is the best for a team at the top of the league, and that is Arsenal. Being top of the league, great for Arsenal. They've gone ahead to put in lots and lots of efforts that are really appreciated, and that is what champions do. You get? If you're going to win Premier League games, you have to go on and really come back and make a commanding lead. Remember, Arsenal this season, this is the third game, Arsenal have been behind by 1 goal, and they've come ahead and really equalized and won the game of football. The first one was against West Ham, where Magalhaes gifted, then Odegaard equalized, and Magalhaes scored the winner. In the game of Aston Villa, it was Douglas Luiz, a corner kick that directly went to the back of the net. Then who equalized? I think Martinelli scored the winner, but I don't know who equalized. I don't remember. Was it Saka? Someone equalized in there for you for Arsenal, and then they really got another goal. And this time round, they are doing it a third time in the row. And I like the way they do it because it's not often. Most of the games Arsenal have gone ahead to go on and do and play, they really find themselves in the lead and they keep their lead to the 90th minute. Not like Spurs. Spurs today really looked shocking because they've gone ahead to lose, to go to down and level that game. Even the game of Leeds, they are 2-3 down and they leveled and won that game of football, something that never happened today. So Arsenal don't give chances to teams like this. So I believe Mikel Arteta has really gone ahead to do a very wonderful job at Arsenal, and Arsenal are now on top of the Premier League table with 8 points ahead of Man City. Remember, Man City now has a game in hand that they are going to play on Wednesday. Now let's go to the match stats and how everything happened at Arsenal, and let's see who was who in this game of football. 16 shots by Arsenal, 8 by West Ham. 5 shots by Arsenal that were on target, 4 shots on target for West Ham were on target. Now here, I call for more from Arsenal, because if you want to be so much clinical, though Arsenal were so much clinical today, out of the 5 shots on target, 3 were really goals for them, but they lacked more 3 to make it 8. I think that you should register half of the shots on target out of the total number of shots you have really registered. So I believe they should work better, because for West Ham they did better. 8 on target, 8 shots and 4 on target. That was really great. 67% ball possession by Arsenal. That's what Mikel Arteta would recommend, but would love to go up to 70-75. And West Ham had 33%. Obviously they played a low block. 650 passes completed by Arsenal. This is music to Mikel Arteta's ears. And 328 passes completed by West Ham, almost times 2 passes of West Ham that Arsenal completed. That is something great for a side known as West Arsenal. Smash the like button to 100 guys. 89% passing accuracy by Arsenal. West Ham had 75. This is good news for Arsenal, meaning that they really put a foot wrong in the entire game. 13 fouls by Arsenal, 17 by West Ham. 0 yellow cards and 2 for West Ham. Arsenal had 0 red cards to both sides, 3 offsides for Arsenal, 0 for West Ham, 7 corners for Arsenal, and 5 corners for a team called West Ham. When you look at the Premier League table, Arsenal is there on the Premier League table on top with 15 games played. They have 13 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. They've scored 36 goals, conceded 12 with a goal difference of 24. They've now taken 40 points out of the variable 45. What a season for Arsenal, guys. Smash a like button for that. Arsenal fans, smash it like no other, because Arsenal deserves to be hailed for these guys, because no one saw this coming apart from me, I think, because I was 100% sure Arsenal are going to hit 90 points this season. How many to go? 50 to go. And in the next 23 games left, I believe Arsenal can raise 50 points, because 23 games, those are 69 points. So if Arsenal can only drop 19, they can average 90. And in the last seasons, every team that averaged 90 points had a chance to win the Premier League, to win the Premier League. That is it. And look at Newcastle in the second position. They've played 1 more game than Arsenal, but Arsenal is 6 points ahead of them. So I believe it's really turning out to be great for Arsenal. And let's wait and see how it's going to go on and happen and unfold for a team known as Arsenal in the Premier League. Now let's get into the comments of Arsenal fans coming in through to this channel. We are having Jeremiah Nyangenyo watching from Kenya. How are you? Jeremiah watching from Kenya. Then Itibajuka Robert, thank you for watching in. Kaima Mike, yes, we have won, but our scoring mentality is low. I think it's high, but Arsenal lacks a person to make those runs, to see to it that a player called Odegaard really does the openings. That's the problem. If at all you get a person that makes the right run, then you are going to get Odegaard into play, and Odegaard can get you even 10 assists if at all you have a number 9 that is going to make those runs that create openings for him to release that final pass. I believe Arsenal is not looking bad at goal, but the runs, the movement they've been making was really bad. And now when Mikel Arteta told them how to run in the second half, you saw how everything panned out. Odegaard, 2 assists and 1 secondary assist to give Arsenal a 3-goal win against West Ham that managed to go on and really score 1. Referee was against us. He wasn't. I don't believe that there is any weird decision that was taken by the referee, Mr. Musingwa Jafari. I believe he was not against you. Arsenal was against itself because we are not utilizing the chances we are getting. Then Kaima Mike Wenger has visited Emirates, has made my day. That's the boys have fought not to get ashamed. Obviously, that is another driving factor for Arsenal to come back and really win the game of football very favorably, because Arsene Wenger was there in attendance 4 years before he really went in through to resign as an Arsenal manager. He came in through and got everything done. Then I'm having Farouk Mulungu Mutale, but I think Odegaard has done much for the game. Guys, to me, he's my man of the match. Player ratings are coming in through, and I'm going to come in through and tell you my man of the match. Odegaard is my man of the match. That guy is special. When I come out and really tell people that Odegaard is better than Fernandes in playing that role, you get? If you consider the age of Odegaard is just 23, 24 years of age. Bruno is 27. But Odegaard is doing things that a central attacking midfielder should be doing. He now has 10 goals. He's now involved in 10 goals at Arsenal. 6 goals and 4 assists. That is Martin Odegaard, the captain that is really hitting the ground running at Arsenal. I'm having Cherop Alex. Thanks, Mr. Rokani, for the update. Watching you live from my hometown, Kapchora. That is northeastern Uganda. Great win for my beautiful team. Pressure to City now. Obviously, there is pressure to City. There is pressure to City because the way Arsenal are really doing things, it's really surprising, because everyone would think that it's going to be hard for Arsenal to go on and really score 3 goals when Gabriel Jesus is the way. But no sooner had he left to injury, Arsenal is firing in goals like no other. Pato Staff Channel, hello David, much love for Arsenal. I love the way Arsenal won today. Obviously, what a way to resume the Premier League, and Arsenal fans are really jumping and really celebrating. And they're the celebratory mode. Obviously, the exhibition of Arsenal has been out of this world. In the second half, it has been a game of 2 halves. First half, Arsenal never showed up. Second half, Arsenal showed up with the energy that was really expected. In the first half, I think they were playing in Gear 1. Second half, they went up to Gear 3. And I believe they had another Gear, but after killing off the game, there was no need for them to go all out and say, all right, let's really put this game to the next level, because everything was done and dusted. West Ham had accepted that Arsenal had taken the day. Then Mungufeni Edward, here I still say Odegaard is better than Kevin De Bruyne. And I said this, when you look at what a CDM, a central attacking midfielder, is supposed to do, it's what Odegaard does. You get? Kevin De Bruyne's only killer part is his passing. That's it. Passing is what makes him special. But Odegaard has everything. He has the step overs. He can take off players. He does the pass. He has a shot on him. Obviously, he has more to his game than Kevin De Bruyne. But why Kevin De Bruyne right now is the best central attacking midfielder in the world? It's simple. He has done it for a very long time. Now, we call for Odegaard to be consistent. And when he's consistent, it's really going to turn out that he's the best central attacking midfielder in the world. And that I agree with Mungufeni Edward. Then Mugabe Wilson, it has been a good game, but we need backups in this transfer. Obviously, those backups are really needed. Then Clement Akura, watching from Nigeria, all the best Arsenal this season. Arsenal are really firing in. They're on fire, guys. They're on fire. Then Pato Staff Channel, finally Wenger is back home. All right, he came in through and he celebrated, and they yelled at him when his photo was really put onto the screens around Emirates. Then Cherop Alex, Odegaard better than Bruno Fernandes. That I 100% agree. And if at all my team United is told that Odegaard is available, I could swap Odegaard for Bruno, because Odegaard is masterclass. Guys, that guy is really great. He's really great. And I know he has not yet even hit his prime. That guy has a lot in his locker that he has not yet unlocked. And wait until when Arsenal starts to really win a lot, you're going to see a different Martin Odegaard altogether. Kakoza Taz Jose, Gunners, we go. Happy Boxing Day. I'm in Uganda. Thank you, Kakoza, for watching in. Mudiase Traveler, we are the Gunners, obviously Gunners. Thank you. Then we are having Chris Jack. I told my son it will end 3-1 in favor of Arsenal. Yeah. Thank you, Chris Jack, for watching in through. And I also predicted 3-1 if I told you watch the match preview. Not so. Then Mugabe Wilson, I'm from Uganda. Obviously, thank you for watching in from the Pearl of Africa. Pato staff channel, Fabricio confirmed 60 million official bid for Modric. All right. Let me go and really check it out. And if I told it's true and confirmed, I'm going to go on and really do that story before I go to bed. Cherop Alex, Gunners for life. All right. Thank you very much. Then we are having Daniel Okinopamoni. The first goal wasn't offside. You guys, but you see, one thing I've known about VAR is not consistent. VAR is not consistent. And if you look at that penalty they gave to Arsenal in the World Cup, it was not going to be given. You get? One thing I liked about the referees in the World Cup is that they never gave out soft penalties. And those fouls, some fouls were really uncalled for. And I said red card today given to, is it Michel, the left back of Crystal Palace? In the World Cup, those were uncalled for. No one would give out such a penalty. No one. So I believe VAR is good, but I believe it's inconsistent. It's consistent. But for the penalty of Arsenal, I believe it was supposed to be given because the moment you tamper with a player in the 18 yards box area, obviously it calls for what we call a penalty. Then Mugabe Wilson, Modric, really we need him, obviously, because today Arsenal looked short of depth from the bench. That's why they only brought in Zinchenko to see to it that they really build up that game of football. But I believe they need more depth. That's why I think if Arsenal brings in João Felix, Tielemans and Modric, it will be a perfect transfer window for them. Kakoza Taz Jose, something is soon coming to the Emirates Stadium, the Premier League trophy. I believe in it. I believe, and I support Arsenal to win it because there is no much grudge between Arsenal and Manchester United fans. You get, apart from us being on the verge of each other and competing, there is nothing much that we share a lot with Arsenal. So I rather Arsenal win than City taking it. That's it. I love Arsenal forever. That is Jalia Nampija. Nicodemus Abuya. Arsenal needs depth like of Felix Mikalo with the EPL. Yeah, that's it. Sunday Akpan. Thank you for waving in. Nicodemus Abuya. By now, Arsenal needs number one striker to win the Premier League. That is João Felix for me. And if there is a signing that Arsenal should go in and make first, it's João Felix. It's João Felix because Cody Gakpo, deal confirmed. Here we go. He has signed for Liverpool. That's it. Kakozatas Jose, we need a striker who is a ball player and physical with a high work rate to compete with the defenders of the Premier League clubs. Yeah, but I believe even Nketiah, if at all Nketiah improves on his movement like he has done today in that second goal, in that third goal, I believe he can really go on and really become one of the best strikers in the world. He just needs to know the mobility and how to move in that box to create space for Martin Odegaard to find that line-breaking pass that will lead him into the mouth of the goal to hit the ball in the back of the net. Then Pato staff channel, Arteta knocked Pep in FA in 2019. Yeah, you're right. Oh, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, he has already schooled him. Yeah, that's it. Kaima Mike, our defense is not okay. We need a defender and a midfielder. For now, I believe Arsenal need a defender, but out of the three positions, I believe Arsenal need a striker, they need a left attacking midfielder and a center attacking midfielder, because it's very easy to pull Thomas Partey to come in and play central defense. That's it. You get? He can play central defense, Thomas Partey, because most of the CDMs really go ahead and play there very well. Look at a player called Casemiro. He played as a central defender for United in the game we played in the Carabao Cup in the midweek, and we won it by 2-0. The same applies to Liverpool. How many times have you seen Fabinho playing the central defense? Even Frankie de Jong has been playing the central defense. So it's better to see to it that Arsenal get in the other three players and then the defender will come in last depending on the situation. But the good thing is that Arsenal are really chasing in for Ndika, and anytime from now you might hear some good news of Arsenal agreeing a deal of Ndika, but will come in the summer, not in the winter transfer window. Smash the like button, guys. Let's smash it to 100 likes, guys. Smash it if at all you have enjoyed the Arsenal win. Then Levi Okrut, I love Arsenal, but let them continue pushing on for Modric and keep young talent growing in. And you've seen what Modric has posted today. When Arsenal was playing, he really posted the goal of, is it Martinelli Nketiah? He almost posted every goal that Arsenal scored on his Instagram status. If at all you want to go on and check it out, go to the Instagram story of Mokalo Modric and you're going to see what he has really gone ahead to post. Then Anyekeire Andrew, we need Modric. That's it. Arsenal need Modric. Then Thomas Firi, hey Rokani, good to come back with a win. Yeah, good to resume the Premier League. And a win has all gone to a team known as Arsenal. Then Mungufeni Edward, I wish Brazil court had seen Martinelli, though he retired. Yeah, he's seeing him, but he made a mistake, and I think those are one of the reasons why he retired, because that was a very silly mistake for him not to get on Martinelli when you've taken off Vinicius Jr. and you brought on Rodrigo. Yet Rodrigo is not good playing off the left attacking southern midfield. So he would have brought on Martinelli because Martinelli would have offered them something special. And I think that one substitution that he made really made him concede the World Cup, and Brazil lost it. Tell me about Gapco to Liverpool. Gapco to Liverpool, Dan Tibajuka Robert, £37 million. Guaranteed fees plus add-ons. A deal has been done and dusted. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed, and PSV has gone ahead to post onto their account of Twitter that a deal has been agreed between them. And no sooner the January transfer window opens, he's going to be a Liverpool player. Now, Waswa Simbwa, Rocky Odegaard is my man of the match. Thanks for your presentation. Thank you, Waswa Simbwa. Then Toby Maguire. We love you, Rokani. I love you too, guys. Whoever really watches in, I really love you. Mahad Sekabida. I predicted 3-1. Big up, Arsenal fans. Thank you for watching in. Mahad Sekabida. Chintu Alex is telling us that Rokani, that is Arsenal man. All right, thank you very much for watching in through. Toby Maguire. Arsenal will win the league. I believe in them. I much I don't support them, but I believe they'll go ahead and will win it. Then Chemuli Yassin, thanks Rokani. Partey was my best man today. He handles that midfield well. Yeah, he really silenced Declan Rice. And I said it in the match preview that one of the big tasks for Thomas Partey is to really conceal that midfield of West Ham. Because if at all let Lucas Paqueta and is it Shushik and Declan Rice loiter around, and you give them freedom, or they win the midfield off you, then West Ham can become a very huge havoc for them. But obviously, Thomas Partey won the battle today, and games of football are won and lost in the midfield, not so? Then I'm having Chemuli Yassin, thanks Rokani, Partey was member of that is done. Then Mungufuli Edward, he's saying, bro Rokani, we need Newcastle. We need Newcastle for sure. It's painful to see them near Arsenal, watching from Denmark. Thank you, Edward, for watching from Network. But I believe time for Newcastle is going to come to an end. I believe pressure is going to become so much. Man United is going to come in through Liverpool, are really going to come in through with Man City and look like they are the most suitable contenders to go on and really compete for the 4th places of the Premier League. So I believe Newcastle is really going to get off. I believe that game they're going to play against Arsenal, I think on the 3rd of January, it's really going to be so much important. I believe Arsenal will go on and win it. They're going to go ahead and win it because their return has really made a very huge statement to their enemies. Then get past Odegaard. This is Maine. Thank you for watching in. Then Waiswa Simba Rokani, you're smart, bro. Thank you for appreciating. Then look at Desir. We need Mukalu Modric to do such things in big matches. All right. Then Kaima Mike. Odi has secured his armband. Obviously, he's a captain and he is really doing captain things, because what makes you a captain? The previous 2 games Arsenal have been playing in the Premier League, that of Wolverhampton Wanderers, it needed the captain to go on and really score a brace to grant Arsenal a win. And today, a captain bagged in a brace of assists to see to it that Arsenal goes ahead to win that game of football. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. We need a striker, and Nketiah is not enough. Obviously, Arsenal needs 3 strikers. 1 more is needed, and when Gabriel Jesus comes in 3, you'll add up to how many? To not so. Then we are having Muwaza Hamudani. Thank you, sir. The work you're doing, thank you. Bruno Fernandes is 29. No, he's 27. He's 27. Then I'm having Richard Anjimu. Good morning, Rokani. We played very well, but we are lacking a striker. Yeah, that's it, because I believe Arsenal deserves 3 strikers. Look at Dennis, 40 million euros and 20 add-ons in add-ons. All right, those are million euros, but for me, I'm telling you pounds about Cody Gapco. Then Nathaniel Solomon, Arsenal needs more players. Obviously, they need them. Gunners for life, that is Solomon. Then Imobiru Edward, thanks Rokani for the great information day in, day out. All right, I'll always be here for you guys. I'm going nowhere. If the Lord gives me the gift of life, I'll always be here. But smash the like button. We are having 180 people watching in and only 58 likes. Let's smash the like button to 100. Let's smash it to 100. Then we will do Edward. Thanks Rokani for the great information in the outward. Kakoza, Taz, Jose, Rokani, my man. I wish you a happy new year. I wish you a happy new year, guys, to you. Then Clement Akura, Mr. Rokani, you predicted in the World Cup Argentina will win the World Cup. So who will win the EPL this season? I believe it's in between Arsenal. I think Arsenal has all of its two hands on it. And what is going to put Arsenal out of winning the Premier League is simple. The signings they are going to make. If Arsenal don't make good signings, 3 more signings in the January transfer window, they would have really given up onto the title. Because Liverpool, who are not even the title race, have signed Cody Gakpo. They've signed Cody Gakpo like an hour back. They've signed him, meaning that if Arsenal is to go on and win the Premier League, they have to go on and make 3 signings. They have to get in João Felix, Mokalo Modric, and Tielemans. Those 3 signings are really important for Arsenal. That's it, because they are all goal poachers. They'll get you goals and assists in different games of football, and you need them. You need them. So I believe the EPL is in the hands of Arsenal. It's up to them to either lose it or not. If they are not to lose it, they should sign. If they don't sign strikers and players in the January transfer window, they are going to lose the trophy. But I believe it's in their hands because they are now 8 points ahead of Man City. Though Man City have a game in hand, but obviously they're really at a better side. One love for all the Gunners. That is Solomon, Jalia Nampija, Arsenal. Thank you for watching in. Chintu Alex, I really love you and I wish you a happy new year. Thank you, Chintu Alex. I wish everyone watching in Rokani Media Football a happy new year. Mokisa Daniel, Mr. Rokani, thank you very much for the match reaction. I'm Mokisa Daniel from Abu Dhabi. Thank you for watching from Abu Dhabi, Mokisa Daniel. Jalia Nampija Arena is the one who will win the EPL. Arsenal. You are saying Arsenal. Then Blackwood, Uganda. Rokani, thanks for your smartness. Thank you very much for watching in through. And thank you so much for appreciating Blackwood, Uganda. Anyerekire Andrew, Rokani, update us about Modric. Modric has been watching the Arsenal game and he has been updating every goal that Arsenal scored today on his Insta stories. If at all you want to go on and really confirm it, go to his Instagram and click out his stories. He has been updating things concerning Arsenal and celebrating goals coming in for Arsenal, meaning that he knows his ideal next destination is going to be for Arsenal in the next year, that is 2023, that is January. Then I'm having Geoffrey Sechikubo, bro. We need Modric, obviously. Odegaard is the best attacking midfielder in EPL. That's it. People will go all out and talk about Kevin De Bruyne, but when you get the whole of Odegaard, he's better than the whole of Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is 31 years of age. This one is 24. Can I ask you one thing? Was Kevin De Bruyne doing the things that Odegaard is doing at the age of 24? No way. He was not doing them. So I believe that Odegaard is better, but we are only calling for his consistency because Odegaard is a top class player. And what makes you world class is being consistent. If you're consistent, year in, year out, season in, season out, then you qualify to be a world class player. So Odegaard is top class. His consistency is what is going to put him to where Kevin De Bruyne is, or really even push him higher than Kevin De Bruyne. Then I'm having get past Odegaard. Rokani, I'm Arsenal diehard, but I don't think Odegaard is better than Bruno Fernandes. He's better. Me who is telling you this, I support Manchester United. I know Bruno Fernandes, I love Bruno Fernandes, but Odegaard, if you are to talk about what a central attacking midfielder is all about, Odegaard is really great. He doesn't do sloppy passes. He doesn't lose passes. He rarely puts a foot wrong in an entire game. But let me give you an example. In the game that United won against Burnley in the midweek, Bruno had like 5 blind passes in the first half. But when did you last see Odegaard put out a blind pass? When did you last see him? Leave alone him losing these duels, running duels and take-ons. I'm talking about him getting that ball and passing into space or looking for an Arsenal player. He rarely puts a foot wrong, you get? And he obviously stipulates out what a role of a central attacking midfielder should be. That's it. Odegaard to me is better than Bruno Fernandes. Bruno is 27, but he is known at the level of Odegaard. Odegaard, massively talented, captaining the team, and obviously he does what a central attack midfielder should be doing, creating and dictating play for the team. That's what a central attack midfielder should be doing. And today he has gone ahead to seal it. Then I'm having Sani Inua Yusuf, up Gunners, Jalia Nampija. Arsenal win the Premier League this season. Yeah, I've told you, if they go ahead and really sign players, they're going to win it. Mwene Mulemba says, Zambia, Lusaka, love you so much. Rokan David, my team is Arsenal. All right, thank you very much for watching in through. Then Musinguzi Onesmus, we are proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you guys. Then I'm having Ateta yesterday says he needs the striker. You confirmed? Yes, he needs. And he said, if from Africa, Asia, League One, where they are going to look for a striker, come what may, come rain, come sunshine, they are in for a striker, and he confirmed it. Then we are having Kakoza Taz Jose. Dusan Vlahovic would be better than Joao Felix if signed. What is your take, Mr. Rokani? Yeah, I believe. I 100% agree with you, because Arsenal need a more different striker from Jesus and Nketiah. I believe Joao Felix is between Nketiah and Jesus, but Vlahovic is a different breed of striker altogether. His minerals and ingredients that he adds to the game are far much different from what Edin Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus give you. And why I back the signing of Vlahovic is because of his height. Arsenal has players that are really good at crossing that ball, but they don't have a striker that can win those headers. So if at all you bring in Vlahovic, he will give you a different option that if at all a team like West Ham has failed or denied you chance to get those passes through, like you saw the 3 Arsenal goals, they are really on the ground, then you can go in for aerial duels, and he can win very many aerial duels because he's a good head of the ball. That's it. Then I'm having Lord Lycan. We are playing some great stuff at the moment. Modric is looking like what could be a very exciting signing so fast. Yeah, he's an exciting signing. He's really exciting. Then Bruno is 28, soon turning 29. Guys, Bruno just turned 27. Let me check here. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, you're right. He turned 28. Oh, he turned 28 in September. You're right. He turned 28 in September. That is Bruno Fernandes Borges. That is. Then Musinguzi Onesmus, we are proud of you. How I wish one day I met you, bro. You'll meet me. You know, mountains don't meet, but people meet. That's it. Kayanja Enoch, we will keep winning game by game and see what happens. Yeah, it's all about winning every game. That's what Nketiah has always told us, that Arsenal is concerned for the game they have in front to go on and really do the needful and really win it. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. Arsenal have gone ahead to win their game of football against a team called West Ham, and they are returning to action. Let me see, when is Arsenal returning to action? Arsenal is returning to action on the 31st. That's going to be, is it a Saturday? I think 31st is a Saturday because 1st is a Sunday. They're returning to action away at Brighton. Another hard game for them because Brighton plays exactly like Mikel Arteta, and they are going to be playing an opening game. Now, whoever gets more chances and utilizes them is going to win that game of football. We might be headed to a goal galore. That's it. It's really going to be a goal galore in Annex Stadium. Then later on Thursday, they're going to be playing Newcastle. Those two games are really serious, but I believe Arsenal can go on and really edge their opponents and put them to the sword. So smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm having I love you, Rokani. I always love every presentation you do. I love Ronaldo to be an Arsenal shirt. Don't even call for it. Don't even call for it. Ronaldo is calamitous. He's going to do what Aubameyang did to your team. Don't even think of Ronaldo. Ronaldo is done. I support Manchester United. I hate Ronaldo, and he left because of what he did. But I love him as a player for what he has done for the game of football. But his ego has really led to his downfall in the game of football to an extent that no elite team is really willing to go on and sign him. That's why you see he's only linked to teams that are playing in Saudi Arabia. So no top team is really going in for him. So Arsenal fans, don't be misjudged. Don't be blindfolded. Ronaldo is not going to help your team. He's not going to help your team because the moment it drops into your team, the Sakas, the Martinellis will lack air. They won't be having oxygen. So I think it's better to build the Arsenal team on another player like Modric, João Felix, or Vlahovic, Tielemans, other than Ronaldo, because it's all about the future. It's all about the future. If you watched that documentary of All or Nothing for Arsenal, there was that part when the Arsenal sporting director now, Edu, was explaining to the owners of Arsenal on their plan that they want to be having a player like 25 years, then another one who is acting as a backup for him should be at 19, 20 years, then the other one should be in the academy like 16, 17 years. So they're having 3 sets of players and they're having a very huge plan for the club. So I don't believe that Ronaldo fits that profile of Arsenal. He doesn't fit it anywhere, and no one is going to welcome him at Arsenal. Trust me, Arteta cannot welcome such a player because of what he did to Erik ten Hag. Coming out on national TV and say that you disrespect your manager, that is uncalled for. That is really huge. That's why he is going nowhere to elite football, and only he's having one call from, or one suitor from Saudi Arabia. That's it. But look at Messi, how disciplined he is. Messi is still going to be playing football until he's 40 at top level because he's disciplined and Ronaldo's ego let him down. Now, we will keep winning game by game and see what happens next. Then I'm having Mwene Mulemba. That's Martinelli. That I know. All right, thank you very well. And Martinelli is going to be given a new contract at Arsenal. Then I'm having Lord Chan here, chat from England. Thank you, Lord Chan, for watching in through. And if at all you want to support our channel by really buying super chat, there is a $ below. You can as well click on it and then throw in some super chats for this channel to see to it that you support us in any way that you can afford, because we are planning to build another studio. I want to make another studio, guys. And if at all you want to support me, hit in a super chat and we'll see what to do in the coming months. Then I'm having 6 mega. This is spam. That is spam. Then William Sadat, in the name of football, Arsenal performance was really good. Yeah, second half, Arsenal was exquisite. They were really a joy to watch, and they kept even Arsene Wenger on the edge of his seat in those entire 45 minutes they really played. They scored their first goal in the 54th minute, right? 55th minute, right? So that means in just 9 minutes of the second half, Arsenal had leveled the game. In just 15 minutes, Arsenal had taken the lead. In just 30 minutes, Arsenal had taken a comfortable lead of 3-1. Then I'm having, thanks for the show and really appreciate you because of the good job that you're giving us. Thank you. That is to Mukunde Jefferson. Smash the like button, guys. Let's hit 100 likes on this video. We are left with 33. Please, let's hit them to 100 likes. Please smash the like button. I'm having Kakoza Taz Jose Zichenko in that match was brought up to play which role? Break for me this performance. Now, Zichenko came in through and the manager brought him on in the game of Arsenal. I saw him play everywhere. I won't lie to you. I saw Zichenko play everywhere, and I really want to see. Obviously, Zichenko was playing as a left back, but because Arsenal was really playing a high line and no activity was taking place in the central defense, Zichenko was everywhere. I saw him in the central defense, passing there in the midfield, and that's what I told you about Zichenko and the beauty of him to this Arsenal side. When he really crosses the center, he turns into a midfielder. That's why you see to it that Martinelli starts to play as a wide attacking midfielder and occupies the wide spaces and leaves the half spaces of the inside tunnels for Zichenko, because Zichenko is perfect on the ball and Mikel Arteta wants him to play in the half spaces every time he cuts inside in the center. That's it. So he played left back, but obviously because Arsenal was everywhere with the ball, he had to go on and really utilize those spaces because they were there to be utilized, and West Ham had already given up and thrown in the towel. Then Solomon Nketiah, Solomon is telling us Nketiah can build his best. All right, let's wait and see. And guys, that's what I had for you. I'm returning back with the player ratings. Thank you very much for watching in through. How far is Jesus Bro? He's now in the 4th week, I think. He's starting the 4th week. I think he started the 4th week because he got his surgery around 7th, 14th, 21st. Yeah, he's starting his 4th week of recovery this week. I think by tomorrow he'll be in his 4th week of recovery, meaning that on the 25th of February he's expected to play his first game for Arsenal when Arsenal is playing away at Leicester City. That's when Jesus is expected to return. Thank you guys for watching in through. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later, and thank you everyone for watching in through. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Boxing Day, and let's really call it a day for now. Thank you for watching in through, but let's hit the like button to 100 likes, guys. I'm out. Bye-bye. Returning with the player ratings in a Giphy.